Hey, I've never made you a promise I did not keep, and I'm attempting to keep the one on having the conversation on mental illness. I begin this series of conversations and it's a spark. I don't have answers, but if there's something I understand about my calling is that I will go there so that you don't have to, and then you can pick the ball and run with it. And three amazing, and trust me, we've been sitting here talking even before you joined us, three amazing ladies who agreed to sit with me and have this conversation. And it's Jemima, Tabitha, and Caroline. That's how you say it?
Yeah.
Yes, fantastic. I am going to go straight into the conversation, and I'm going to start with Jemima. Please define depression, and let me just clarify my answer here. I realize there is no word for it in Swahili, Kikuyu, Kamba, Turgen, Kipsigis, Taita.
Yes, true.
So when somebody says, you're going to go and sit and talk to Caroline Mutoko about depression, what is depression?
Depression is the feeling of utter hopelessness. It's an emotional dark pit that is without, it's like an endless, bottomless, pitch black pit of emotion. You feel your soul is sick, like emotional sickness. It's not really the heart, but you just feel there's something about you that is really sick and you want it to be, I don't know, you just want to, be cured about it. You can't really explain it. You just want to, like...
Does it feel heavy?
It really feels heavy.
Okay.
Yes. It's like in this, you really feel lost sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, you can actually get lost sometimes in your, in thought. And you feel you don't have control. The control you used to have is gone.
I see Tabitha nodding.
Yes.
If we were having coffee at Java, you told me I'm depressed, and I'll ask you, what is that?
It's like a dark cloud over your head, that a cloud of sadness that you can't explain. It's prolonged sadness that you can't explain.
Even when a great song is playing?
Even when a great song is playing.
Even when you see a cute
You never
baby?
see beauty in anything. And it's like someone just came and, I don't know how to say it in simple terms, someone just came and made a poo on your head and they didn't flush it. So
Wow.
you go around, you walk around with these stench, these thoughts that are really, really stinking.
Caroline?
Yeah, I can only describe this depression from my perspective. It's like somebody turns off the colors. Yeah. And then it's drizzling. And then you've got no umbrella. And then you're drenched. And then you find your house locked. It's like all the things going wrong. And then there's no, you have no way to fix that. So you find that sometimes you feel like your mind is stuck. So you've got these looping thoughts that it's like incomplete thoughts. You're not completing any thought. Like I want to do this project and you're stuck there. I want to do this project. I want to do this project. So that's how it feels.
Do you feel it coming on? Because I'm sure there are days you're not. And I think that's why a lot of people turn around and say, let me take you somewhere, or let me take you for a drink, or let's go for a drive. So what are the good days like? Do the good days have color?
Oh yeah. I mean, I know a good day when I find myself in the bathroom. Because I'm like, oh wait, I didn't think about waking up. I just,
Whoa.
How did I get here? I know that's a good day. I know it's going to be a bad day if I've been thinking about waking up from the, for the last 2 hours. Then I know this is going to be an uphill task.
Your snooze is like 2 hours.
Yeah, and I tell my husband this is what we call the 5 steps to waking up. Like I do literally 5 steps to waking up. Open your eyes, sit up in bed, put one leg out, and sometimes I put it right back in and I throw the covers back on. Because for me, my mind registers like getting out of bed is going to face the world.
And you don't want to.
And sometimes I don't want to face the world. I don't want to pick calls. I meet people in town. I know, I see them. If they haven't seen me, I duck. you know, because I don't want to have conversations. I don't want to. Sometimes I'm just online, just searching things. It's like you want to be, it's like you're a robot. You just want to do things robotically. So I'll either be online searching stuff, just random stuff, or I'll just be on the TV watching series after series without even recording what's happening.
Tabitha, so what are the good days like? She said she knows a good day, she finds herself in the bathroom. For you, on the day you're struggling, what is that like? Is it in the morning? Does it happen in the afternoon? When does it happen?
Most of the time it's in the morning. Like she said, you don't feel like doing anything. You just want to go, you wake up and you feel like you want to go back to bed.
Even if you had like a serious deadline, you've got to be somewhere by 7:30, your mind is still like,
Your mind is still like, but on such days, if I have to go somewhere in the very early in the morning, I would like give an excuse to not get out of the house.
Yeah, we call in sick.
Jemima, what does a good day look like?
A good day for me would be, I just wake up with a song in my heart. There's a song going on, and I just find myself singing in the bathroom. When I'm preparing myself, I'm feeling a bit energized, there's color. When the sun comes out, I actually feel the sun and I see the color of the sun, okay?
And then a bad day?
In a bad day, when it's cloudy, now it really feels amplified cloudy, it feels really dark, and you just drag yourself throughout the day. You're like, oh God. Even brushing your teeth, you're like, okay, let's just do this, man, you know.
But you know, before anybody who's listening to us or watching thinks, oh, that means you're just having a bad day, there's something you said that caught my attention, you know, while we're waiting for our coffees and our teas. You told me everything that happens is negative and it's about you.
Yeah.
So you step out the door and the watchy says, habari asubuhi madam, and your brain says,
like, kwani ananisalimia leo? Because you don't even register he does that. You're like, kwani, what's wrong with me? Like,
you're on the road, a matatu cuts you, because it's
like,
what they do naturally.
Yeah, so you're like, kwani anafikiria, ananidharau, I'm a lady, or my car, you know? Yeah.
Jemima, what does your mind say to every little thing? The waitress comes and says, can I take your order? And because she served the table next door, your brain says,
maybe this person is more wealthy than I am. Maybe this person is more influential. Maybe that's why they're getting that preferential treatment.
Tabitha, what are the things your brain says about the most normal things?
Yeah, for me, I can give you a short story. There was a time I went to visit my mom in her office, and their chief accountant came and she saw me. And that time I can remember I was on medication and I'd gained a lot of weight, and my tummy was a bit, it was
big.
like, yeah. So she came and asked my mom, is she pregnant? And I was like, I looked at her and I left that place crying. They were laughing, but I left that place crying.
Also, it was just a joke.
Yeah, it was a joke, but I didn't take it that way. Okay. For me, it was like she was attacking my looks. It was like I didn't feel beautiful anymore. I felt ugly. I felt like, I don't know, I felt worthless. I don't know, it was just something that, it was so bad. And my self-esteem went from 100 to 0. Just because of that little comment.
And does it last a period of time? Because all of us have that moment, you know. I mean, nobody likes it when number 3 cuts in front of you or something.
Yeah.
But within 5 minutes, we cannot get over it. For you, it stays.
And that's why it's the illness, because it stays longer than in most people. And on top of that, there is no reason for it. So it's just your mind trying to get reasons here and there as to why I'm feeling. Because remember, it's an invisible thing. So the mind is trying to find a reason because it's rational. It needs to find a reason as to why you're feeling sad. And so if it's the watchman saying hi, then you pick that and you're like, oh, this is the reason. But really, there is no reason. It's just that gloomy feeling that is being brought about by the imbalanced chemicals in your brain. But now your mind starts rationalizing as to why it's happening. So then you create a loop of negative thoughts to try and get a reason as to why I'm feeling like this.
The way I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Okay, so we're going to take a break, sip our teas. When we come back, I need to know when you knew I'm not just feeling bad, I am unwell. And when you first told family and friends, what is that like? And I'm doing the second segment of this conversation for the mother who's watching, sister, friend, husband, wife, manager, who cannot understand the person in their lives and why they are the way they are. But I have learned one thing from the three of you in the last 8 minutes, that your mind twists everything. It actually attacks you.
Yeah.
I had never, ever thought about that. Thank you. Subscribe, call your friends. We'll be back.